Dear friends, welcome to Gallant IAS. In today's video, we will discuss on the very most important history current affairs for Prelims 2022-2023. Without wasting time, let's get into it. Operation Vijay, Constituent Assembly, Battle of Sargeri, Flag Satyagraha, Dikajuli Incident, Patrugad Uprising, Malabar Rebellion, Tiananmen Square Massacre, Battle of Razangla. So, some important topics. Chowri Chowra incident, Swami Vivekananda's like a Chicago speech. So, what all important topics in the news would be discussed here? Their exam point of view, we will discuss it. Operation Vijay. Why Operation Vijay in the news? Because recently, 19th December 2021, we celebrated 60th anniversary of this Goa liberation, Operation Vijay, that is synonymous with Goa liberation of Goa from Portuguese, integration of Goa into Indian Union. So, Operation Vijay, it is Goa liberation military movement, and it happened under this Jawaharlal Nehru's government. Okay, where the Portuguese is driven out of Goa and Goa is added to Indian Union. Constituent Assembly, the first sitting of Constituent Assembly, the 75th anniversary of the first sitting of this Constituent Assembly is celebrated recently. And regarding the Constituent Assembly, this is important for your examination. Yes, the proposal of Constituent Assembly for drafting Constitution, that is first proposed by M.N. Roy. Then for the first time, Indian National Congress, they called for Constituent Assembly to draft a constitution for India, that is in 1935. And British accepted this India's demand for Constituent Assembly to draft a constitution, that is accepted first time in the August of 1940. And this Constituent Assembly came into effect, or sorry, it happened. It is through cabinet mission proposals. Cabinet mission proposals included proposal for Constituent Assembly to draft constitution for India. Now, Constituent Assembly, it acted as a temporary legislature for legislation until this new one is happened, or until the new one is constituted. Some significance of this Constituent Assembly that's important for you, like ratification of India's membership to Commonwealth, then adoption of national flag, national anthem, national song and all, then election of Rajendra Prasad as India's first president. Now you can accept, you can see the question like this. British accepted the demand for Constituent Assembly for the first time in their August offer of 1940. Instead of August offer, they could say Cabinet Mission Cripps proposals, Wavell Plan or something else. Cabinet Mission Plan eventually resulted in formation of Constituent Assembly, that was in 1946, or it first convened in 1946. That is true only. Constituent Assembly elected as the temporary legislature until the new one is created or constituted. That is also true regarding Constituent Assembly. Then Patragad Uprising is the Patragad Uprising. This is something in Assam. Okay, this was a popular. Recently, the anniversary of the Patragad Uprising was remembered, or it was celebrated. Now here, coming to this uprising, it was a peasant uprising, and it was happened in Assam. It was against this enhancement of land revenue, land taxes, agriculture land tax increased by the British government from to something to 70 to 80% after annexation of Assam. British, as part of their revenue extraction policy, agricultural land tax increased to 70 to 80%. Okay, because of that, there is peasants uprisings. Result was this British force open firing on this peasantry, and that important event is Patragad incident or uprising. You can expect questions like this also. Demand for Tebaga peasant movement. This was a previous year question. Similar way, they asked about Papna revolt, they asked about Deccan revolts, they asked about Indigo revolt, they asked about Sannyasi rebellions, they asked about Sandal rebellion, they asked about Birsa Munda rebellion. So similar way, they can frame questions like this. Now, Battle of Sargeri, this is again in the news because recently we, celebrated 124th anniversary of this Battle of Sargeri. This is fought between these 21 Sikh soldiers of the British Army and these Afghani tribesmen. Okay, and this battle was fought for control of the Sargeri fort, or it is a tower. It is a communication tower between Fort Lohat and this Fort Galistan in the northwestern frontier province, that is in Pakistan, which housed these British families. Okay, so for the protection of that, for the protection of this communication tower, this was a war between 21 Sikh soldiers of the British Army and these Afghani tribesmen. Okay, so their martyrdom is celebrated, or that is respected. Question can be asked like this. Now, flag Satyagraha, another popular event, and recently, Ministry of Culture, I think it is in on 18th June 2021, Ministry of Culture is conducted a program in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, that is to celebrate this or commemorate this flag Satyagraha. It was actually a civil disobedience movement. It was a movement against these British restrictions on hoisting national flags and carrying national flags, etc. So that was banned. It was put under the sedition law. So this is a national movement. This is, you can see that it happened across India. It is part of this national freedom struggle. This is for securing the right to hoist flag, right to carry, right to hoist national flag. Now, there is a Dikajuli incident. Recently, the Prime Minister of India visited the historical site of this Assam, which is Dikajuli. Okay, this site is important because this site is known for its, I mean, many people's martyrdom in the Quit India movement of 1942. And probably the youngest martyr of the freedom struggle, her name is Tileshwari Barua. Okay, just 12 years old, who died in this police firing during this Quit India protest. Now, Malabar Rebellion, Chowri Chowra incident, because 2021 marked the 100 years of the Chowri Chowra incident, which is a reason for the suspension of non-cooperation movement. Then Tiananmen Square massacre from world history, Chicago address of Swami Vivekananda. So these topics are important for you, and please follow our current affairs programs for the for getting these precise and very exam specific current affairs classes and current affair short notes for your prelims examination. So stay tuned. All the best. Thank you.